What's popular YouTube? Another day, another demo, and I've been on the grind to record a lot of demos because I'm going to be traveling for almost 3 weeks on September 15th, 3 back-to-back events. Got the call up for another one along the way, so first one's going to be Blast, and then you'll see me at the next ones. And it's going to be a lot of CS casting. I'll have my computer there. I'll be able to record. I'll be able to stream. We'll play some EU 10-mans, exclamation hub, twitch.tv/launders, join the hub. Anyone can play, it's free. Best way to play CS with your friends. Come through, play with us. I'll stream from there. A lot of my socials, I do a lot of stuff on like Instagram and stuff when I travel, a lot more stories, more posts and stuff like that. I don't like to use Instagram when I'm at home in my fucking sweat shorts, double cheeked up, chilling at my computer. I'm not going to pretend like I'm living some crazy, extravagant lifestyle where I'm out exploring and doing awesome shit. And even if I do go out, I don't put it on the gram. But if I'm in another country and stuff, that's when it's more fun for me. So that's when I do it. So that's my Instagram. I got a lot of stuff on Instagram, but I just go in spurts, okay, when I travel. So that's the biggest Instagram plug I'll ever do. Today we're going to watch FalleN demo. Last night I recorded a bit overpass demo. You guys have been waiting for that. Finally got around to it on LAN. Gonna do Brokey on LAN as well. It's coming. Don't sleep. And guys, as always, remember, just a quick, formal shout out from me to you. You want to support me, support my sponsor. Referral link in the description for DJ Esports. Go sign up on the Twitch stream just below the stream. Just go sign up. 400 free DJT to sign up. Make a prediction. If you make a whole bunch of right predictions, you win a ton of money. Go give it a shot. You sign up, you support me. More demo reviews. Let's go. We did some content on the weekend as well. We did a live, pre-recorded like live reaction to the Liquid versus Fury game. And you guys liked it. It was fun to record. And as I got more comfortable with the idea that it was going to be like more like a cast, I think the more fun the video got. So I'm looking forward to doing that this weekend. That's also because of DJ Esports. They wanted to make this one special video for them every week. On Sunday, I'm going to do the same thing. And remember, on Twitter, on the Saturday, I'll actually tweet out my predictions for Sunday. And then on Sunday, I'll do the live reaction to the game I predicted. Okay, so follow me on Twitter, watch that, and then check the video. This game today was FalleN playing insane, out of his mind. SK FalleN, Luminosity FalleN. Best player in the world, FalleN. Even though he never got #1 in the world, FalleN is on that short list of players that at one period of time, back then I was doing a lot of interviews when I'd go to events, and I asked a lot of people who they thought was the best player in the world during the period of time, I think right after Luminosity won the major. I think SK were favorites coming in to the next one. I think that was one of the times that stands out in my mind that most people said that FalleN was the best player in the world, where he was awping, he was IGLing, but he was the first player to show how insanely impactful you could be as an AWP IGL, which was looked at as something that most people should not try. He really paved the way to make that more popular, and then a lot of people did it afterwards. He was also looked at as one of the scariest innovative oppers and had insane efficacy. Now, we've got FalleN, who has peripherals. He's won his 2 majors. He's playing on Team Liquid with a bunch of guys who have achieved so much in CS. It's not retirement home type beat, but at the same time, it's how much better will they get for how long, and how long will they keep it there. So I guess before we watch this clip, let's just take a look at his HLTV page so I can kind of draw up at least one interesting thing about his stats. So I think FalleN, it's kind of an until further notice thing with FalleN, where we have to see where he'll get to, because there was a period of time here at the beginning of 2020 where things were looking very good. He got his stats all the way up. I mean, he jumped almost 20 points here between the beginning of the year and midway through. And then there was a big blow up, I think, with MIBR and a bunch of stuff. And then things went downhill, of course. But I remember thinking, like, he is proving that he does have it still, and that he wants to do it, and he kept it going for a very long time. And then he fell off. A lot of roster inconsistency, went over to Liquid, and on Liquid has had to find his form. But I really feel convinced after watching this event that, off his comments as well about how he's taking some time to get back to a tier 1 level, that he really is getting to that level that he said that he would get to. And in this game, I think that really epitomized it, especially the CT side, where it really felt like a vintage performance from him. Yes, it was online, but it was a very important match, a big match. And in the bit demo that I might not release before this, I don't know, I came to the conclusion that he plays with a ton of discipline, and was having an insane game and couldn't be beat, but was not the king of initiative. And much like Brokey, like when we did Brokey Week last time, was a player who was maybe a bit too concerned about how safe they were being in their new team. And even if they were having an extraordinary game, they were being a bit too disciplined. And I'd like to contrast that idea with FalleN today, who took tons of initiative, was very brave, was insanely smart, and hit crazy, crazy shots. The awareness was great. And I want to say that FalleN is a take over the game player. He is a star player when he's at his best. And I think that this was a really good example of that. So that's what we're going to watch. FalleN on 1610, 1680 by 1050, left-hand view model. And this is FalleN talking about potentially his next match here versus Heroic.
Far enough where you can beat Heroic.
Oof. Heroic is going to be a very tough opponent, and I can say
not
that
as tough as this time last year, I'll tell you that, but okay.
What happened last time?
Well, last year,
Yeah, go on, Yanko, tell us all.
Last year, well, they had some help, you know, outside help, really, but we'll leave that for tomorrow.
Oh,
we're not
okay,
going to bring you into
spicy.
this one. We won't bring
I
you
can
into
bring
this
bad
one.
FalleN if you want.
So.
I can bring bad FalleN if you want. Just kidding. So I mean, it's gonna be tough because I think the way they play CS. I'm not gonna do any jokes here, Yanko. Don't worry. The way they play CS, like they move a lot.
Far enough.
He doesn't want that drama anymore. No more drama, says FalleN. Funny stuff. Okay, let's hop into the game. Without further ado, let's watch it. I wasn't paying full attention to the match while it was going on. We were doing our fake co-stream. Let me show you the scene that I have to do the fake co-stream. It looks like this. It's a mess because we don't have the rights to do the co-stream. So that's what it looks like. You just watch. It's a watch along. It's like a Fight Companion, Joe Rogan, or like a. I used to watch these Dan Giesling Big Brother combo vids. Okay, we throw these two flashes. They're supposed to land right in front of that B tunnels, and this is the first round of the second half. I remember this. They blow this. He gets blown away by Chiquinho. They get into the site. This was an insane flank they had on tunnels, and FalleN dies holding on to B. They throw this round away. That would have been Liquid not even going to OT in this game if they had just won that. So scouts up, already down to, already tagged for 78 damage. So just a pistol shot away from dying. But scouts are really powerful, especially versus team who plays slow anti-ecos, because they will get a lot of shots off, and it's about opportunities with the scout, as many opportunities as you can find. So FalleN checks to see how his team is playing single here, just tucked behind it, ready to let them go up. And this is just a powerful spot. You see both of FalleN's teammates right now are setting him up to be able to stand here. So we've got one on Cat, so he never has to check his right. And then we have one on single so that he can hide. He can play off him when the fight comes up. The cross smokes come down. We know Alex loves to anti-eco towards long here. Oh, we even have a support smoke here for FalleN. This is also 2020, 2021 type smokes that a lot of the top operators are throwing for themselves so they can play around it to defend. This will be a stretch if he gets a kill from here. I think your reaction time would have to be insane. I think he's looking for the jump up, actually. He gets some damage. He's looking for the slide up on the box to be able to get a kill there. They do a good job of avoiding that fight, taking out his teammates before him. There were a lot of mistakes from Liquid and fnatic around mid in this game. I don't know if we'll see it from FalleN's perspective, because he was awping Cat a lot more on CT side, but we might see some of those chances. Remember, when you're using your scout on an anti-eco to peek as much as possible, peek as many things as you can. For whatever reason, it feels like you're moving faster when you're scoped in with a scout and running than it does when you're just literally running with no scope. And I want you to keep that energy, that feeling that you're running faster, and use it. And run around the map and try to hit as many people as possible. Every single person that you tag, even though they don't literally run around bleeding out from the legs, they play differently. They're mentally on 30 HP as well as literally on 30 HP. They might not be physically on 30 HP. They don't actually move slower, but they change the way they play, and they actually can make themselves more vulnerable. And then if you have a scout, 2 scouts, and then 3 players, 1 with a deagle, 2 CZs, say, for example, those players with CZs and Deagles have a layup. They just literally have to get one click off to take out any target. So make sure if you have the scout, do your team a favor and run around like it's Black Friday, shopping for opening picks. But the worst thing you can do is be stationary like you would with an op or whatever. Not that you should ever really be super stationary. So talking about the op, let's see how FalleN approaches Cat. And I gotta say, this Liquid tactically is very, very impressive. And I think when a Dren first coached with the team, I think the most noticeable impact that he had was with Dust 2 especially. I feel like Dren brought a bunch of new Cat setups to the roster. And they did a lot of good work on Dust 2, even though that's kind of a meme, to improving their play here. Oh, nice flash dodge. He's still young. He's still young. Brolin's out. This flash is perfect. Lands right in front of the tunnels. Those supporting flashes are going to make an enormous impact in this half. I know we're not hearing anything, but... Okay. Let's see what happens. So, this opens up lines for his teammate here. Okay. We'll look. Just pay attention to where yellow stands. Okay. If he stands on Goose, if he stands on the ramp. These things are only possible because FalleN is here taking long control. So this is... He opens up this round for his team by taking this fight. Now, he doesn't have to peek into the door. He can wait. If he doesn't think someone's there, he can peek. If he peeks it now, he's in the money, right? He can really clear this out. And best bet is for fnatic to go be in this spot, but it's already too late for them. They took just enough time. FalleN had a perfect timing there. And a strong, strong angle to peek towards long from Car. He doesn't have a nade for himself, so he's going to be probably quite active. Yeah. No way to smoke him out of his position, but he already gets his kills. And now all they have to do is try to delay long enough, but I think the plat's coming, actually. They didn't do that. Naf should not have taken that duel. Oh, I guess Alex didn't have the bomb. Okay, never mind. If he did, he would have been able to get the plant off. These are supporting flashes for long, so your teammates can fight and cross. A lot of this is spawn-based. It's not going to be one person is told to do this every single time. And, okay, I think this happens because someone mentioned this to me. They're analyzing our demo reviews that if I fast forward in freeze time, then the UI goes crazy and we get the disco weapons. And I think I don't even know how to fix it, but I think that's why it happens. Yeah, we get the party Kirby's in the chat. Oh, that was close. He didn't hit, but it was close. That's actually, funnily enough, that's one of fnatic's best attempts at trying to not get up by FalleN on Cat in this game. We'll definitely see why in a second. And Mezzy, oh, he won Deeks 2 inside B side. Okay, let's go next round. I need him to die. I never wish death upon anybody, but I need FalleN to die. You know, it's turning red again. Okay, focus on the game, guys. Stay focused. Okay, always remember, compromising spots. What spot's not open if his teammates don't have Cat? This one. Remember that. Wow, look at this supporting utility. Really making him feel like a star. They roll out the red carpet for him with this smoke. And he's looking for the jump up. Anybody who dares to jump up. After watching this demo, you better believe if I'm T-side on Dust 2 versus FalleN, I'm not jumping up there. Uh-oh. I swear he's better than this, guys. We're watching this demo for a good reason. Hey, we just needed him to die. No way I did that again. Okay, what I'm going to try to do is go back 2 rounds. Simple gets 4 there. Stop. I'm just going to skip through the pause. He's not picking up. Up. Okay. Fuck me, man. Okay, sorry for swearing. Deal with it, guys. I'm telling you, one of the most important things right now is the absolute chemistry between the mid guy and the B guy on this map. I love that. Supporting flash behind at mid. And inside the B site, let me tell you, there were some great flashes coming from Elige, coming from Nafly to support whoever was in here. Whichever one it was. Don't jump up when FalleN's awping. Any jump up, he's going to look for it. Spot in general is great. Takes the risk, doesn't see anything, pays off. And oh, the AK cooled off. All right, let's see the one-on-one. Ah, Jaquinho got nervous, man. He did get nervous. I said this as the clutch was happening. Here he was concerned about like a timing it long that he didn't have to be worried about more than the cat one. He looked a little uncomfortable. I'm skipping ahead. It's fine. Okay, I can't live my life being afraid to fast forward, right? I can't. Jaquinho simultaneously had a really strong game, and he's still like new on Fnatic and new versus a lot of really big matches and matchups. So I think on the plus side, he had a good game, like in terms of good shots that he hit. This was huge because FalleN just keyed in on that scope. It looked like on the stream at first that he got lucky and looked over to the side and saw someone, but you saw there he just reacted. That was beautiful. And one thing that's very important about playing car, you try to have a smoke for yourself. It will make a world of difference. It might seem like a small detail, but it means the world. Okay, it's like putting a slice of cucumber in a gin and tonic. You can't live without it. Try to have a smoke every time you want to go to car, so that you can escape, so that you can play over top of it. Clear decals. Again, I talked about this, what, 100 times? What spot's not available if you don't have cat control? This one, guys. This is how you play off your teammates. Oh! Ho! That was a Kodak moment. Oh, and another. Disgusting. That was so fast. That was like a gin and tonic with no cucumber in it. Disgusting. Professor, he's going to take the peek at mid. This is the play. Back in the day, flash for yourself over the mid doors. No new blood does that anymore. Everything was target practice. This molly on the Xbox. And a lot of this matchup was about Xbox and about mid. And there are a ton of mistakes, actually. I don't know if we'll see them from FalleN's perspective. I actually thought that someone was shooting FalleN as well and whipping. Holy, he would have destroyed Grim. He would have completely obliterated Grim. I'm going to call that a nice shot. That was godlike. This was at where he was at his most powerful. On this ledge peak. He falls back a bit to support, but they don't need it actually. So he could have stayed there, and you can see now he's a little bit like, oh, I could have been up there this whole time, because Stewie got both kills. One thing that's great also is like, you know, it's a small thing, but even when you're up here like this, your teammate can make noise rotating, and it, you know, can lure someone into trying to peek, and you can get the kill. So here they're gonna be worried about, I think, about a CT drop, as well as the cross. That smoke that just landed on FastCat is not a miss. Okay, that was a miss, but the smoke was not. It's supposed to threaten the car player, the car opper. And we'll see sometimes that when a cat exec comes out like this, sometimes the best solution is to face your fears on CT side, okay? Is to stand right in front of it. But in that spot, there was no way to get up close. But you will always see people do the tightrope walk up on the cat ledge over towards the smoke to get close when the exec comes. This, one of the more interesting things about CS sometimes is that one of the best ways to stop full execs is just to be really like in the choke point. Because a lot of the nades are designed to go past you. A lot of the things you clear are far out and whatever. So, you know, if someone's executing over A on Mirage, sometimes A ramp is the best place that you can be, because you can't molly out the place that they need to exit through. They can't flash that spot because they're coming through it. So Sometimes it's important to think like that. Playing far back and playing retake, not always the solution. But you also don't always know if the team will full exec versus you or not. 3-on-5, we're looking to take a risk here. We see that we can hear the mid B smokes, but we're hoping it's a fake. FalleN knows that this, you know, potentially the threat's going towards his teammate, but you can't really help him. Stewie dies, they go save. This is it. You don't mess your position up to like drop into CT and spam a smoke or something when you know you're probably not going to get those kills. And just hope that they're throwing some kind of fake. Such a good lead they threw away. So, kind of the first time I think we've seen FalleN awping towards long off spawn. Stewie grabs a kill in mid. And it's interesting, there was some awping going on at mid from both sides. Jaquinho is controlling mid from the T side. Sometimes CT Hybrid was awping mid as well, but it was almost never FalleN awping the doors. Almost always just dedicated towards A. And I don't think he always had that spawn as well. He's here in the exact same cat exec, so he can call this for his team, but all he has to do is hope for a lurk. If there's one laid out long, that's all he has to worry about. The only way he really messes this round up for his for this side of the map is if he comes out too early and then he gets flanked, then his teammates die. So you have two players on the A side, you got to trust that they can get the kills, and from here you can just kind of take your time and work it, but you're not looking to move fast on this retake either. Take your time here. Your teammates need to get set up. They need to come through mid. They need to come through CT spawn. Let them work. Hold on to a powerful angle. Make sure they can't get a certain amount of space. Exactly like this. And then as you hold on to those angles, the more pressure the other team will feel to feel like they need to get some map control back. And then your teammates can come in. So you just take your time in those spots. You won't always be rewarded, but you really just don't have anything better to do. I think they're still okay to go. I think they'll try to boost. You see so many flashes, so this means they could be coming down mid, actually, as a fake. Oh, they go to lower. That one's free. Unfortunate miss here from FalleN. Something that's very common is kind of the G2 long strat of doing a full exec long, running out mid doors and down suicide. And the idea is if you think a team is going to play 3 long on CT side, then you're going to abuse that fact and the fact that they're going to take forever to rotate back, flash the hell out of him, and just run out mid doors. And in the spot we see that it was tricky from fnatic. I don't know what they do off this, but they could kind of be anywhere. Now, this is one of the uncomfortable spots, but honestly, one of the things that I think Adren, I feel like, added a lot here for Team Liquid on these aggro cat setups. I feel like this is where he added a ton of value. A look comfortable. And Grim's here. He can rotate in, clear out Xbox. And they have a decent spot for the retake. They know no one's going to flank them. And I think fnatic throw this position away. Oh, maybe. Okay, it could be earned. Did he see Crims in this spot? No, he didn't. Okay. 2v2. We're waiting. We're waiting. And we don't know how much info Mezzy has, so we'll just have to see. I think this is Crims by the doorway. It is, yeah. Oh, the shoulder peek's perfect too. No shot there. Coordinated perfectly. And I gotta say, in the mid rounds, especially the other day on Mirage, wow, the mid rounds were absolutely pristine. Versus Furia, I was very impressed by Liquid's mid rounds. Decimated on this rounds. This deep cat pick. Remember to single scope, just so you can see more if they try to jump, you know, run boost over or do anything crazy. You have vision. And this is only OT number 1. If you've got somewhere to go, cancel your plans. Oh, oh, I was thinking that was a big moment. That was a huge clutch from Crims. That was a huge clutch. Really nasty stuff. Let's watch the T rounds too. Why not? We're here. We're already here. Oh, oh, wow! I saw that from Jakino's perspective on the stream, and it looked like an easy shot for FalleN. I didn't even see FalleN from this demo. I didn't even see Jakino on his screen in this demo. A great trade. Trying to catch the fallback. Let's see. He'll see him move, I guess. What'll they do? It's like he was going to throw setup smoke and... Okay, let's see what they do in the 2vx. I think, again, they really do give themselves a good chance in these moments, like doing something interesting. There might have been the only opportunity to get a kill. Miss a chance like that, it could be your last. There's Goose, 1 CT, as well as 1 on the ramp, right? So that means we can cut off CT, and there's 1 B. Where is that guy? Oh my god, there's got to be 1 more. There's got to be one. I think there has got to be 1 more B there, right? Not just 2 on A. So that was quite close. A nice shot for sure. FalleN will slash himself out mid. I think Alex comes to try to hunt him. FalleN will get out of here. And this, oh man, that was so nasty. That was so nasty. Oh, this actually stopped. This stopped fnatic from winning this game. That 1 trade he just got on Alex. That looked just as crazy from Alex's perspective. He fell back, he had the audible, and just reacted perfectly. And that was like a vintage FalleN moment. That's what he's all about. I don't know if he's still there at K-Sharp, but it looks like... No, he's big box. It looks like he's just farming 2 kills. This exec gets stopped. First round OT falls on his face. Again, this smoke allows you to set up some grenades. Here they'll have a Goose Molly coming in, and it's... I don't know if they drop 1 in the spawn and then go out mid, or... Yeah, it looks like they drop 1 in spawn. This is one of the best ways to execute mid B. You can see the player green. I think he's Stewie. Jumps through the cat smoke with a flash. It looks like a cat exec. 1 player just sneaks into CT spawn, and this makes mid to Bs a lot more consistent. So this is kind of the favorite way of people to try to mid to B. An unreal opening kill for FalleN, as well as shoulder spot out of window. You cannot understate or overstate how important those kills are. As Brolin gives you a tiny timing to get that kill. If you don't get that shot off and he sees everybody, he falls back on his grenades. And look how clean the round is because of it. That was a super clean execution from Liquid. And yeah, that's all it was, is basically a cat, a cat setup that looks a lot like that fnatic cat play where they actually crossed, but they throw the similar nades, and then the only difference is they drop 1 into CT spawn, and then they sit in that smoke. And the idea is that players in CT spawn can't spam you on that cross through a regular mid B smoke. They can't nade, and they just can't be a nuisance from the A site, and the rotation's even slower. He's an extra Molotov here, right in front of him. And Jakino gets caught slipping. There was a lot of mistakes, I think, from both teams at mid. Like, even just here, the way people were jumping up, not expecting Brolin, Alex, Jakino to all be in mid. And Liquid were giving up these kills a lot, too. And that smoke misses as well. Very messy. This is one of the worst rounds, I think. Like, in the history of Counter-Strike, actually. Another disgusting trade from Fall. Look at that. That was Crims running out from Hummer because he thought that they were going to clear him. He got the 1 kill. If he waited, they weren't going to clear him, but he didn't know that. because he assumed that they were going to be like really smart and clear everything. And then, but still, even though he swung out like that, we just saw if FalleN didn't get that kill, Crims could have probably got 2. I'm waiting for this 1 kill that FalleN gets, I think. There's like 1 or like 3. I think there's like 6 kills that FalleN gets from this spot on Cat that just will literally numb your brain like Novocaine. I don't think it's here, but let's see for FalleN to look for grenades and then push up. Sometimes people will try to crouch spot this. Or they'll throw 1 flash and swing, and there's the jump. And that was a crazy flick. Brolin got in his face, actually. Wow. I love the approach from Brolin. That looked terrifying. I mean, because most of the time, FalleN, you know, whoever's there is not going to hit that shot. That's a sick shot. But that actually looked very fast from Brolin. I didn't expect that. I didn't even realize he got some damage off. And he killed Crims out long. Sorry. Okay. And now we're just standing in front of the car Molotov. You can fall back if you want to, but you still have a good fight here. You have a very, very strong fight. Your worst enemy is the flashes that come. Grim does a great job dodging, and they just coordinate off that. It's just perfect. You don't have to be afraid of flashes. If you got someone that is right beside you, you can dodge them. You know, people are a lot more careless when they throw a flash too, you know? They swing harder. That's why it's good to always throw an empty flash every once in a while. And you know, it's important for FalleN's teammates have to do more here. It's not that they've totally failed. They got a 2v2, which is not bad, but I just mean more in order for Liquid to be like guaranteed to win. But that can't be on your opera in this spot where you're not sure if it's a fake, if someone's going to come up late cat. His job is to make sure to watch this so his teammate can rotate in from long. I think here is the spot where Crims just plays this post plant so well. Yeah. He throws this molly, makes it look like he's going to fall back, and then he just comes and peeks. Like, so nuts from Crims. And FalleN finds the timing on Mezzy. And there was a moment here where he could have caught Crims, but Crims gets out. And peaks perfect. That was just so well played by Crims. What can you say about that? Beautiful stuff from Crims. Crimsicle. Crimathy. You know, actually, I guess they didn't hear the molly getting interrupted, so I think they're going to try to reclaim it because it seems like it's a fake. See that molly? See, mollies like that are so important, okay? Because they threw a door molly, but it didn't get extinguished. That means no one's in the door, which means 5 people didn't run out. And then if one person ran out, they can isolate that fight. Do you see they retake this long, even though they couldn't see the molly, because they can't deny the information that the molly gives you. Either someone smokes it, or they take mad damage running through. And now, what spot is not available if Grim doesn't have long? This spot, guys. This spot. And now, even with Grim leaving, FalleN has a timing. Yeah, he still knows he has enough time to stand here for a minute. Dodges the flash on Cat fully. Turns back and gets a kill. And then I think it's another timing here. Or maybe not. Okay, I thought they came long on this round. Round's over. Great shot, though. This is killing Broly and CT spawn. I think Crims plays this so well as well. The nade comes out and Crims just peeks. Crims is so incredibly annoying on the in this game in terms of how smart he was with like all of his fights. When to play aggressively, when not to. He's looked at as like a passive rifler, but he's not that at all. He's just a killer. Normans wouldn't understand. It's feeling like real long control, but they're not out quite yet. Again, look at this. It's the escort. Look at this. You think Elige will run through spawn reloading if FalleN's not awping there? No. It was a rhetorical question. The collats. That's one for the picture book. Save that memory. F12. Whew. Whoa, that was a flick? Wait a second. That was a flick? Holy shit. I thought that was just like a perfect clear when we watched the stream. That was an insane flick. What? If he missed that, they would have actually... Kino would have got the kill. He was about to scope up too. Alright, let's see. Same position. This has absolutely been the most... how do you... It was the most impactful... Is that the word I was looking for? Spot for FalleN, easily by far, on the whole map on CG side. Right here, perched up. Like a gargoyle. Stone-faced. Bored. Librarian. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Infinite patience. They finally flash him. Ooh, and they find timing on mid. Oh, it looks like Elige. Well, wait. Alex is still alive, actually. Okay, his teammates are helping out. Running through smokes. fnatic doing a lot of that. A lot of that, running through smokes. Doesn't always look good. And what looks bad looks horrible. Oh, we're in the... yeah, we're up here now. So this, we dodge a flash, we see deep. We saw Brolin do the run boost across, run up the stairs, peek. FalleN dodges the flash, and he starts to peek out now. Even if they throw this deep flash, so now they have such a high chance of running into it. The big thing is, right, when people throw flashes, then they expect that towers like this will collapse. They think that you're going to try to reassess the situation, find something new. People trust these flashes, and when they trust these flashes, they make big mistakes. And Jaquinho pays. Would Jaquinho have taken that shot if they didn't throw that flash earlier? No. They trusted it. But right now, they're not keeping FalleN away. And his bravery is rewarded for him to stay there, to not fall off. It's important. Because if you don't work to get an edge like that in the game, you don't have a place in pro. I think it's very important to realize that these are the things that make you different from your opponents who are all very good. Elige did... That's another move. That was a big boy move right there from Elige too. Elige drops into CT spawn to chase a guy who they thought was dropping in. And you see how the strat is actually a cat shit? A cat shit. A Kopi luau? No, you see how the strat is a cat hit where they're actually crossing? It's the same setup where they drop someone into CT spawn and then go for the cat exec. So it looks like a mid to B. So we see that variation on Dust 2 a lot. Yo, they hit FalleN with the auto. I think Elige shot FalleN in the back of the head. What? This guy is posted up like a sticky note. Both sides of cat. He has trauma from getting timinged in all the times in his career. Now he's going to be the guy to punish you for getting anxious. He's not... FalleN hasn't blinked in 30 minutes. If someone peeks, they're dead. I want them to know that. Okay. Alright, here he almost gets killed. Oh, he's so close to dying. So close. I'm like, whoa, why is he lit? It's because of his teammates. But he draws their attention. They win the round. They win the map. Wow, good stuff. Powerful stuff from FalleN. Amazing. How far will they take it? Let's look at Pro League overview really quick. Let me do the predictions for you before you leave. Free predictions. Na'Vi win. Liquid win. Liquid 13-16, 13-16, 0-2 to Navi. OG win. Gambit win. I'm taking Gambit over Vitality. I know they play like shit, but I think they'll come back stronger. Gambit crush. I think they'll. I don't know. OG. I don't know. I think Gambit will beat OG. Historically, all right. There was this grand final. That was just, they just had no chance there. But Gambit were a little bit more confident, I think, at the time. So we'll see. You know what? Maybe I don't know. I don't think I'll pick OG yet. I think they still got some stuff to prove. Big event semifinals. They definitely choke a bit. Like they didn't play super well at Cologne. They didn't play well in that final versus Gambit. So we'll see. It's a mental thing for OG. They're on the precipice. So this could be a breakthrough game, but I think it'll be hard. But if it's Vitality, I would be more comfortable picking OG, but I think Gambit will come back strong here. So I'll take Gambit through to the finals, Navi to beat them. Okay, thanks for watching.